Hey. Hope you guys are having an awesome night. Hope you had an awesome week as well. Okay. Tonight it is Millionaire Mindset Monday. Okay. Always excited about this just because we have to talk about how to get this money. Okay. And let's start off with our instant real quick. Then we can get to the topic. Get us some good energy going. Did it go out on me? Let's light it more. And while that's burning, let's get for our reading. It is going to be from my second chakra. And you guys, it just keep going out on me. And for those of you who may not know where your second chakra is, okay, I want you to burn a little bit so I can. So we have your first one is your crown, okay? That means you definitely understand. And then we have the eyes, okay? So this is where it's coming from. I'm sorry, your third eye. So that'll be your second chakra. And it says, I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. I do not assume that everyone wants my opinion and solutions to their life challenges. And if I am in doubt, I will ask them. I take responsibility for my own happiness, okay? All right, let's put this out. So we do have a guest for tonight, and she is the owner of a daiquiri shop here in Dallas, Texas, here in Mesquite. And she'll be coming on with us tonight just to kind of let us know where her business is, where she's located, and how she actually got the idea of having her business. Make sure you guys definitely go and subscribe at Beauty Meets Brains. Okay, at Beauty Meets Brains, you guys, that's all one word, all Z's. Also, my natural hair care product line, www.newsomeshouseofbeauty.biz. Okay, you can find the product line there. You got your shampoo. You have your leave-in conditioner, your regular conditioner, your beauty butter, and also your root rebirth oil. Okay, so definitely go check out all of those. And you can also find your sea moss that has the minerals that you need. Okay, you want to make sure that you replenish everything that goes out. So sea moss, any ailments that you have, inflammation, any type of sickness dealing with bacteria, mucus, you want to get your sea moss so that we can get all of that flushed out. Okay, so definitely go check out my website, www.newsomeshouseofbeauty.biz, and also at Beauty Meets Brains. Okay, our guest has not arrived yet, so I guess we just gonna talk. Okay, so I can just tell you a little bit about my business. Okay, let's just do that. I don't think I've actually broke down every little thing that I do and how I started. So I've been actually braiding since I was 14. Okay. actually seen a classmate of mine braiding hair in middle school, and I was just like, she making money. Okay, so I want to make some money. So I ended up watching her and learning. So by the time I became a freshman, I was braiding everyone's hair in high school. All the young men hair, the girls' hair, I was doing their sew-ins and all of that. But believe me, I was not planning on doing any of this. Okay, but that's where I started. That's how I actually came into hair. Was not my plan. Was definitely going to school for something different, but that's just me just letting you give you just a little bit of how you just never know where you're going to be. Okay. God started it off that way, just saying, giving me the idea to do hair just to make some money, not knowing that that would be my career. Okay. Definitely have enjoyed it this far, and we'll definitely, I'll go over full details. That way, it may inspire someone just to go out and just do it. Okay. Our guest has arrived, so we will actually add her to the screen. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Give me one quick moment. I'm just getting my life set up over here. And
Okay, no
how are
problem.
you doing today? My apologies for the delay, Miss Corinda.
I am awesome, honey.
That's good to know. I am so honored to be on your podcast tonight. Always a pleasure to
Yes.
step out of my comfort zone and try something new. So I am definitely looking forward to this.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm excited to have you. I kind of just started going over with everyone as far as how I end up coming up with my career. Just not knowing that it would be hair, just kind of came into it, you know. So that is actually one of, well, actually, no. The first question I have for you is, what is the name of your business and where are you located?
Okay, so the name of my business is Dax to Go, and I am located in East Dallas. It's technically on the map, it's Mesquite, Texas, but it's right over off of like 30 and Buckner area. It's over by the second fuel city that they have built out there. And
Okay,
we are located on the north side of the highway, so the opposite side of the fuel city. And we are open every day except 2 days out the week. So we kind of have unique hours. I will just tell people to go and take a look at our business hours. We do update them when the seasons change up. So definitely make sure you take a look, especially if you don't live on that side of town. I hate when people drive over there and they don't know what the hours are and they don't come at the right time or they're too early, because we do open up later in the evening when during the week.
okay. I will definitely make sure that I add on here the name of your business and also the address. And even if you wanted to add that in the comments, I can do that as well. That way they'll be able to see it.
Okay.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Do you see the comments
Yes.
section on?
Yes.
Okay, so
I
you,
do see.
if you would just please just put the name of your business and the address. That way we can keep it right there, and they when they go to the video, they can always see that.
Okay. Gotcha. So do I just type it in down here?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Chat. Okay. Cool. Look, bear with me, y'all.
Yes, you're good. You're good. You're good.
All right.
And your
37,
name is so
33.
unique. You know, how did you come up with that? Can you tell them the how to spell that and how did you come up with that name?
Okay. So Dax to go. You got Dax, DAQS, the number two, and go is gonna be spelt GEAUX. So some people might pronounce it Geox, but it is go, and that is it derives Creole French. Anytime you put the EAUX anywhere together, it makes the sound O. So Dax to
Okay.
go.
So spell that out for me again.
DAQS, the number two, and go is spelled GEAUX as in X ray.
Awesome.
All right. Did I do that right? Are y'all able to see that?
We have that as well. Is that correct on the screen?
Okay. I believe it is.
Awesome. So how did you come up with the type of business that you were going to start?
Ooh wee. Um, working in the legal field, I kind of like went back and forth with just like legal services because that's also
Okay.
another one of my passions, something that I'm like really naturally good at. So I was kind of going back and forth with that. I've always worked in the service industry. I started working in the service industry when I was about, what was I, 14, 15 years old, I think. I worked as a waitress at Golden Corral, lastly, but I started fast food. So I kind of noticed early on that some people don't like fast food and service industry. They get irritated about people and stuff like that. I kind of seen that I am a people's person when I want to be, and to get paid at doing something that you're naturally good at is even better. So I kind of leaned towards the service industry when throughout life and throughout my 20s and teens, especially when it come to fast money right then and there in your pocket, in your hand. So I was like, you know
Gotcha.
what? Let me kind of lean towards something that's a gift that keeps giving. I think ultimately I didn't go the legal route because that can start wearing on your mental and on you, period. And I wanted
Mm,
something a little less like just something lighthearted, a little less serious, something that can make you want to just do it all the time, even when you're feeling bad. And trust me, I don't want to do legal work all the time, even when I'm feeling bad. So
gotcha. Okay.
I had to do
I
something that
got
I love doing all the time, no matter what.
Okay, well, that's key, you guys. I know you just heard her say that she wanted to make sure she did something that she could basically wake up to and be like, okay, I'm ready.
Yes,
You know,
yes, exactly.
versus let me woosah before I go here. Let me get my mind together. Let me give me a
Hmm.
shot before I go to work because I don't feel like going. She made sure that she was able to get her something to where she enjoyed.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's always good to make money and enjoy it, okay?
Exactly, exactly. And I feel like you definitely, it's not even when it's not about the money, but you, of course, it's things take money. So I don't want to get that confused. Money isn't
Correct,
everything, but
correct, correct.
everything takes money. We have that on our
Yes,
tip
yes.
jar at the shop, just to reiterate. Like, so
Okay.
I would say that of course you want to be financially rewarded with what it is that you're given in the services or the products that you're given, but you cannot make that the main focus because you will rack your brain on it, on something that honestly you're running away by being so gun-ho and just overbearing over it. Like money is going to come if you're doing something you love regardless, especially if you're doing it out of genuine, you not, it's not something that you just insta career. And I call insta careers things that you get inspired, but is it, are you inspired really, or are you just intimidated? And you now have to
Mm,
think of a way to double up on that. I'm like, oh, I can do that. They did it. I can do it too. That's not really
mm.
like finding your genuine true thing that you do. You know, like of course you got a lot of people that cook. I'm not saying, oh, you can't cook just because you cook. But do you love doing it no matter what? Or do you love it because you could sell out plates? What if you only had three
Gotcha.
orders? Would you still love it? But you put the same amount of work
Yeah.
and the same amount of effort in as if you would sell out. Like you got to think about things like that when you are choosing to kind of jump head first into something outside of waiting or working for a paycheck, and you got to go create that paycheck. Like that's something super important to think about, I think.
No, no, it is. It definitely is. Now, if if you're adding multiple streams of income, completely different story, you guys. Now,
Right,
if you got your bread and butter, your business is already started, that's where you're making your money at. Then, if you want to go out and just say, you know what, I can do this too. You
right,
know, now you won't get all of everything from that because that's not where your heart is. It's not where you putting all your energy into. But will get something. You know,
right,
so but always have that thing that makes you want to stay at it. Okay. And like she said, don't chase the money.
right,
Okay. You'll be chasing the wind. Okay. Chase what you're passionate about, and don't take passion as if like you have to wake up every day like, okay, what am I passionate about? You'll get lost. You
yeah,
know, find something that you like doing. If you, like she said, she's a cook. So if you like to cook, say, hey, how can I do this? And I want to go into the second part of this. Now she has a food truck. Okay. How long were you in business before you got your food truck, and how long have you had your food truck?
Okay, so I was in business for a year. I got it for the 1 year anniversary, and that was not planned.
Wow.
It just happened. And it was a
Okay.
great opportunity. I was not prepared for it, but just because you're not prepared doesn't mean you're not ready. So I went ahead and
Okay.
just took advantage of the opportunity. It was actually what I ultimately opened up the daiquiri shop for. I wanted a food truck.
Okay.
So early on, I'll say about 7, 8 years ago, I already kind of started seeing the value in food trucks, mobile things, opposed to brick and mortar buildings. And that's because I've always been very like with the ownership. Like, okay, so I rent this, but do I own it? Or am I going to own it? Or am I
Okay.
just renting? Because now I'm like, I'll never get this money back. Like, I'm just putting it somewhere that I'm not going to see a return on it. So early on, I started kind of seeing that in my early 20s about stuff. And that's why it took me a minute to get a car payment, because I just all the way wasn't like, I'm like, no, I want a cash car. I ain't got to worry about a car payment, this and that. But after a while, I seen that forget the car payment. Who wants to rely on a vehicle that's unreliable? Invest in yourself. So I feel like that you sometimes it's not about, oh, I got this much money and the truck costs all of it plus some. No, invest in it. Don't look at what you spending and how you're not gonna have nothing left over. Look at the fact that you can go spend that same money on a trip, and unless that trip comes with a webinar, a seminar, or any type of bookings that's going to put back in your pocket, whether it be financially or by knowledge, then you kind of just, you going on a trip, you're going to enjoy yourself. And for most people, they don't come back and really use a trip as an investment and use it as an investment for themselves and come back and go off of that energy of just being in a different environment and experiencing stuff that we don't normally do on a day to day. So I kind of just took advantage of the opportunity that presented itself with that truck. And I was like, you know what? This was the ultimate plan, but how could it happen so fucking quick? Like, you know what? Let me just see what it's about. And the universe created every avenue needed for me to get it and to obtain it. So I got it. I didn't know what I was going to do, really was kind of overwhelmed with it, but I jumped on it overnight. Literally, it was an overnight situation. I was looking to schedule a meeting to look at something that I had no means of being able to quite afford. But I am a dreamer, and dreamers turn to people that have goals, and goals turn to people that do, and doing turns to you have it tangible. So
Okay.
I'm the type of person, I window shop. I don't care. I look on the internet at stuff. I go all the way to contacted them about things. But I look at it like that's what you do when you manifest. And this is not an
Correct.
instant quote. This is something that you literally gotta
Yes.
wake up and just feel it in your spirit that I don't know how it's gonna happen, but you know what? That's probably not even none of my business. My business is to make this phone call. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the phone
Okay.
call. So yeah, I got the truck, set on it. It is actually going to be an ice cream truck. We are
Oh,
going to
okay.
use it for events and to like serve food off of it. But I really wanted to do something that is going to be for the kids to enjoy as well. Now, the daiquiri
Okay.
shop is family friendly and kid friendly, but if you visit it or if you come and visit, you'll notice that it's a little piece of, Bourbon Street. It's a little piece of Nolan. So we definitely get a little bit, in our deeper, darker Scorpio side when it comes to having fun and letting your hair down, letting your dreads loose, and just enjoying yourself, not like it's a 9 to 5 after hours happy hour, enjoy yourself. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try that. I think it inside all the time, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it and do it out loud. So I definitely wanted to focus on something that now focuses on the kids, because I always remember and I always go back to feelings that I had when I was a kid. So I think
Okay.
that giving a good feeling to kids is going to be something that will really move me in everything that I'm doing. Like, I love serving my adults. I love, serving them a daiquiri. And they like, what's the name? And I'm like, throw that ass. I love doing that. Like, I love the reaction. I love when our aunties come in and they're like, I don't want nothing too strong. And I'm like, okay. And then I give them something. They're like, what's the name of it? I'm like, the broke dick. And they like, what? Like, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I also like engaging with kids because we all know kids is the future. And it's just like something about them seeing us, and us as in our color, us as in me as the beautiful Black woman, us as in my age, me being young and stuff, and being able to still connect with some of them in a way. Like, I want to take advantage of my youth right now, and I want to take advantage of me being in the position that I'm in, because I'm able to still reach both sides of it. I can still reach people that's, you know, in their mid-30s going up, and I can also still reach my teens and the people that's like really making an impact right now in the community and on the internet. So I think a ice cream truck and taking it back to the basics. Like, we love the whole concept of the candy lady, for all of us that know about the candy lady back, you know, back in the gap.
Correct.
So I
Yes.
want to give them that type of feel, a feel that they probably won't get again, especially in the day and age that we live in. But I'm thinking more so of like Big Worm pulling up, you know, with the ice cream truck type of thing.
Yes.
That is what, that's the type of
Okay.
energy that I love. And to see the look on kids' face, even when they come in the shop with their parents or their aunties or grannies or whatever, dads, I see how like they're like, oh, oh. And the ones that are old enough to really keep up with the conversation, soon as the conversation's had, do you own this? And I'm like, yes. To see the reaction on that 14, 15, 16-year-old girl's face is absolutely priceless. And if I had more time to just pull it to the side and ask and answer whatever question they wanted, I would do that, because it's like, clearly we're not giving off this type of vibe or setting the example like this. And we live in such a day and age to where appearance and material shit is like play such a major role when it shouldn't, that we're losing a lot of our young people to, you know, these lifestyle facades. And it's not saying a lifestyle is not tangible and it's not possible. It's just saying, but do you want everything that come with the lifestyle, or do you know what's behind that lifestyle? So getting it and obtaining it in a healthy way is important to me. And I want to be able to have that type, set that example. I'm not saying I'm gonna be a role model in a sense of like, oh, you're now being inappropriate, we can't let our children follow you anymore. No, I'm really not present on social media like that. It's all, you know, not by coincidence. I just like, I'm a more in-person vibe. But I do want to start doing more interviews so people can see. But I'm more of an in-person vibe. So, you know, I'm looking forward to doing more in the community and with this truck, whether y'all see me in it or not. But that was the goal, is to be mobile, because a lot of people might not come to Mesquite, but we're trying to get to where everybody is going to be at, little by little.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I definitely, honey. So glad that you were able to come on tonight. Before we get off, can you please, you guys, she said New Orleans style, but once you hear these names, she from the South, okay? So can you give them the list of the names before we get out of here? I have, yes.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Um, we have, if you're looking for something strong, you can do Mr. Hit That. You can do Room 711. You can do Ooh Wee. You can do Broken Love. If you feeling a little frisky, you can do Spread Your Legs. If you're looking for something that's a little bit in the middle, not too strong, but still gonna get you there, then I would probably recommend Bitch I Might Be, or Oak Cliff, Southside the Realest. You can't go wrong with that. If you want to be original and take it back to where everything originated from, then I would say go with Three-Way Freak, Pretty Girls Love Trap Music, and we love Gucci over here. Bitch I Might Be is going to be my favorite out of all of those. But Pretty
Okay.
Girls Love Trap Music started it all. So I got to pay homage and I got to give respect to Titty Boy, a.k.a. 2 Chainz, because the
Okay.
whole Pretty Girls Love Trap Music mixtape is why that menu is even there and why those daiquiris even
Okay.
exist.
Okay. Okay. And also one called C Scruggs, right? She C Scruggs. Am I saying?
We have Fat Crip. That is for C
That's who it
Scruggs.
is. Fat Crib.
Yes,
Okay.
Fat Crip.
Okay.
That one of
Okay.
our regulars demanded that we put that on the menu. Most of
Okay.
our menu is gonna derive off of music and the culture. So you're gonna hear a lot of either lyrics or names of songs. And it got brought to our attention. I'm not originally from Dallas, but I've been in Dallas a while. I try to, know my way in and throughout, but some stuff I'm just not all the way in certain loops because I still have certain playlists that I have not passed through in time. So it was brought to my attention that he was a Dallas native, or maybe even Fort Worth. Don't let me not get it wrong, especially in this chat. And I know the DFW do not play about their hood. So I am not
Okay.
going to say where I think he is from, but I know he's a DFW native. Okay. So it's
Okay.
somebody that he knows closely came in there when they started noticing the music and the consistency with all the different music and stuff. They was like, you need one up here for C Shrugs. I was like, okay. I was like, well, it really don't work like that. I didn't tell her that. But it's like, honestly, the whole menu, I felt my way through it. It just comes to
Okay.
me in a feeling. So I don't try too hard to do it. All the drinks have reasonings behind them because I feel like when you're able to explain it, you're able to give them a backstory or back something on it, it just puts that much more respect on it. So I had to get a little information about him just so I can like at least get a feel for him. I hadn't listened to his music. So I was like, okay, well, what was his personality like? And they was like, he was like big like a teddy bear. They was like, he was very sweet. They said he loved smoking. And I took
Okay.
everything that they gave and I was like, okay, okay, okay. And so I made a combination up and it's purple haze because we already know. It's Thug Passion because they said he was like a big teddy bear. And it was
Okay.
Nipsey Note because Fat Crip. We cannot forget Nipsey Note with Fat Crip. So that's the combination of that. It's considered one of our stronger ones. That is a favorite. Every time somebody samples it, they're more likely going to get that opposed to whatever option they compare it to. So yes, definitely try that if you in there, sample it, see what you think, how you like it. And make sure you tag us in and tag us people, tag whoever, because publicity, especially good publicity, is always measured, especially when you a small brand trying to make it to a different level, going to make it to a different level. So
Correct.
definitely make sure y'all tag everything. Y'all go show us some love on our social medias, IG, Facebook. We got Twitter. It ain't really tweeting, but we trying to get it there. Um,
Okay.
and I think that's all for now. Might have a TikTok coming up, but again, y'all, I'm trying to get there with my social media.
Okay, I got you. Well, Kara, I'm so glad that you came on, hun, tonight. This is definitely a pleasure to be able to, let them see a young black woman, okay, out here doing her thug thizzle,
Thank
okay?
you
So
so much.
definitely go and yes, you're welcome. So yeah, Dax to go. I have it on the screen here for you. She also put it in the comments. Make sure you guys tag her in it once you go and try every single one of them, okay? I love them. Okay, I get me one every time she come and get her hair
Every
done.
time,
Okay,
every time.
it's called the bartering system.
The
Okay.
bartering system. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Definitely keep up and keep posting. We got some great things coming. Great things coming up. And we would love for y'all to keep up with it and hopefully to see some of these listeners. And if y'all come to the shop and y'all show the shop love, please come and make sure y'all say Corinda sent y'all. And I will make sure that y'all already get a free Jello shot for first timers. But I will make sure that I throw an extra incentive in there because clearly you listening with a cause and not just to be listening. So I gotta show love to anybody that makes it up there after this here podcast.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I will have you on here another night because we kind of want to go do some just a little bit more extensive, kind of background on everything, because your
Absolutely.
story is phenomenal. Okay. So thank you for coming on tonight. I'll
Thank
see
you
you
so
sis
much.
soon. Okay.
I got
You're
a ball. I grabbed
welcome.
a ball. I grabbed a
Okay.
ball.
Okay.
All
Later.
right, Miss Corinda, take care. Thank y'all so much. Y'all take care, everybody. Come check us out.
Yes, Dax to go.
Dax to go. All right.
All right, honey. All right.
All right, take care.
Okay, honey. All right. Thank you guys for joining tonight. I will see you guys here on tomorrow night.